in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
Mike, 319. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Here we go.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go and get right to it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike. Here we go. Team Mike. Look again.
Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger.
Let's go.
And the Packers take it right down the field on the opening drive.
Let's go.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just
to win.
past the 30-yard line.
Go.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And getting this chest shot in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this will be stopped at the 44. And good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Fresno.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
Give them 18, and Green Bay has the first as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Chandler Jones just keeps getting better and better. Each season, he adds a little more to his game. I wonder if he wants to take on his UFC fighting brother at any time.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check,
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come on here, come get some.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So out now come the Cardinals. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Let's go, baby.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
52's to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Here's Murray from midfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a first down throw, complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
Cooper's got it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
319.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends.
Now a drop play. This is Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mike, you better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown. Touchdown, baby. Yeah.
Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room
right here.
down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Hayward. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mike, 258.
Hey, check.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Aaron Jones.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points
Watch the
CD.
pass.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
We're going to
A
work.
really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Out.
52's the mic.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Watch the ball.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
Watch the
An
slant.
incomplete pass
Man
on
left, man
first
left.
down. That leads to a second and 10.
4 down. Switch.
Murray again, second and 10. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep
on
into
now, let's
Green
go.
Bay territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the
It's our
game.
time.
And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their
52's
defense as
the
well
mic,
and get a
boy,
few
52.
stops.
It's a party now. It's a party.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 3rd down, Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Baby, let's go.
Someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still playing soccer.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's get off the field, D. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
On 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The big boys came out to play. I've been here, brother. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
That's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
brings up second and 7.
From the 36, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
3-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
You ain't doing nothing, though.
Hey, 88.
To throw on second and 6. Rodgers, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's got Adams on the hookup. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do a pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these
Easy work.
situations.
It's easy work. It's coming
And they
again.
build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the
Come on,
9.
fellas.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they said it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
He's tired of us.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know you
A
felt that
gain
one.
of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points.
We play to win.
While it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He wasn't ready.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Don't let him breathe. Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Here we go.
Here's Murray.
Here we go.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I'm coming back.
Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back-to-back great plays defensively. Get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Murray's pass complete to Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Arizona.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender. You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards it. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. People might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
We got 4. We got 4.
Look what you did it! We did it! Look what you did it!
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Intended that time for
Let's
Cooper.
go, interception, baby, let's go!
Critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Third and long, Murray from his end zone. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 6 guys.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play. And the Cardinals first down.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Murray, one final try. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Packers, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.